our lovely Chloe from Shortcuts, and we're going to talk to you about all the key features that you need to be using with your software to produce cancellations and optimize your booking features. So I'm going to welcome Chloe. Thank you. Stop.
Hi everyone, my name is Chloe. I'm the head of product marketing at Shortcuts Software. Today we're going to have a really quick chat with you all about how to optimize your online booking and earn more revenue. I'm sure we all want to know how to earn more money. Money is awesome, and so we're going to chat about a few things you can be doing with your Salon software to improve how much you're getting in the bank today. So just to start us off, I just thought I'd touch on our mission here at Shortcuts Software. So we sell the salon operations management software, and our mission is really to empower the entire hair and beauty industry with technology and insights that make it possible for everyone to access the experiences that they desire. We're very lucky at Shortcuts. We have lots of access to lots of data and what salons are doing and how much they're earning. And we definitely like to take a responsibility to share all of that data with you so you know how to improve what you can in your business. So let's talk about cancellations. Is anyone seeing an increase in cancellations in your salon? Look, we're seeing it too. We've got access to a lot of data, and we can see that, you know, end clients are being more transient. They might be appearing a little bit more flaky. And there's things that you can do to actually combat this. We know people are going to cancel, and that's something we can't change, but we can actually put some things in place to ensure that if they do cancel, that we've still got really good cash flow in the business, or they might second guess that cancellation because of a couple of things that you have put in place. So we just wanted to give you a little bit of an insight in the trends that we're actually seeing with cancellations. So we obviously service the beauty industry as well, and as you can see here, with the hair industry, 1 in 5 hair clients are cancelling their appointment without rescheduling at the same time. So that's really dangerous, right? Because if they're not rescheduling, it means that you could be potentially losing that client altogether. So we need to put some things in place to ensure that they are prompted to rebook, or they might consider to not cancel in the first place. And we can see as well in the beauty industry, we're seeing the cancellations as well, but not as much. And there is a reason for that. The beauty industry is actually more confident to use some features that actually prevent these things from happening. And that's what we're going to go through today, and hopefully empower you to use some of those features in your own booking software. All right, so we've got some key statistics that we've seen from 2024 and 2023, so the year before. And so this is the sort of stuff that we're looking at that we receive from our software with all of the different salons that use us. And this is where we're actually seeing the trends that are putting the proof in the pudding. When you guys see more cancellations, we can actually see all of these numbers that prove how you're actually feeling and that it is a real thing. So we're seeing that the average monthly number of visits are also slightly dropping, and the rebooking rate is dropping slightly as well. The time between bookings is stretching out a little bit. So that might be because some hairstyles that are a bit more lived in are in fashion, but we can also see that the cost of living crisis is actually impacting how frequently people will go to the hairdresser. So it means that if you are experiencing cancellations, now more than ever, you need to put these things in place to make sure that you're reducing those, or you're actually ensuring you're still getting some cash flow into your business if that happens, because these things are probably going to keep increasing. And then of course you can see again, we've got the average cancellation percentage. So that has gone from 12% in 2023 to 21% in 2024. And at the end of this year, we'll know the figure for this year, and I dare say that trend will continue to go up. So it's just really even more proof that we really need to be making sure that we've got all the right things in place to make sure that your cash flow keeps coming through, even if you get those cancellations, but you're actually reducing that number for your own salon as much as possible. So, spoken about numbers and trends, and you're all aware that cancellations are happening. What can you actually do to help reduce this in your own salon? So, Online booking. It probably seems super obvious and this isn't anything new, but you would be surprised. And there's probably a few of you here that aren't using online booking features. Maybe you've got really full books and you actually don't need to drive a lot of new customers, but your customers that you might have been booking in for 10, 15, 20 years, they actually may like to book with you online instead of calling in. And it actually means that they can book in with you at any time of the day or night. So it's really, really flexible for them. And we're actually seeing our customers that use online booking, they get 34% more revenue on average. So that could be $14,000 extra monthly in your bank. That is huge. And so we're really seeing that potentially, and clients, if they can't book with you when they can in the evening, maybe after work, if they're a shift worker, and they can't call you the next day because they're too busy, they may just book with someone else. So it's really important to make sure that that's really, really easy for them to do. And so only 45% of hair salons we're seeing are actually using online booking. So that's why we're bringing this up today, and we just want to make sure that we improve that number. And it's really important to make sure that you're in that 45%. And so 2 in 5 appointments are booked outside of business hours. So that just goes to show how important it is to really make sure that you're available at any time to capture a booking. Fantastic. So during that online booking experience, it's actually also really important to capture a deposit. And we know that in the hair industry, it's not an easy conversation, especially if you've got a customer that you've had for many years and you're suddenly asking them to pay for a deposit. Now, there's different methods of doing this, but it is really important to consider a level of booking deposits in your business. And the reason for that is the numbers don't lie. 54% more revenue on average per month from with people that are actually using booking deposits. So if you use that booking deposit and there's a cancellation, a lot of the time that deposit can actually be taken as a cancellation fee, or that might be used as a credit for next time. But it means that you still have money coming through for that appointment. And if that cancellation happens at the last minute, you can't get that money back. You've lost that time, that chair is empty, and it means that you at least got something for it. So that's really, really important. And we see that it does reduce cancellations as well, from 22% to 17% on average. We only see a 30% adoption rate. So guys, huge opportunity. So many other industries take deposits. I think these days it's even becoming more frequent that when you book at a restaurant, you have to leave a deposit. So why are we not valuing our work? Get your customers to leave a deposit, because you have very, very valuable product offerings and you deserve to be doing that. The other thing that we love to promote our customers to use is reserve with Google. And that's not something that everyone is aware of. So what this is when a new client is looking for a hair salon, they can actually see you on your Google My Business page and book with you directly from there. At Shortcuts, we have a Google Reserve with Google integration that makes that really, really easy. And we actually see that 55% of online booking salons are already using this. And it actually gets them 27% more revenue on average. So that's crazy, and that's such an easy thing to do. If you're a Shortcuts customer, come and have a chat to us and we'll show you how to set it up. And if you're not, please come have a chat to us, because this is something that can be done and it's really set and forget. And it also helps you find new customers, which is really exciting. Awesome. So the other thing is smart upselling, and this is something that I guess is also in the hair and beauty world is known to be something that's a little bit awkward. We don't always want to have a really beautiful connection with our client and then at the end of the service go, hey, you should buy this shampoo. That's not the easiest thing for all of us to do. So if you actually integrate this into your software, it removes you from having to have that awkward conversation. And we actually see businesses who do allow their software to do this for them earning 31% more revenue, which could be $15,500 more a month. That's insane. What could you be doing with that money? You could be, improving your salon's aesthetic. You could even consider bringing someone else on. That's so much more extra money that you could be having in your pocket. And if you are experiencing cancellations on the other side of that, that just helps with your cash flow and your bottom line at the end. And we do see here that the upselling features for shortcuts only have a 13% adoption rate. So we would just love more people to use this, because we know as soon as they turn that on, they're going to be earning more money. So that's what we'd love to see. SMS marketing, another super obvious feature, right? It's something that we see all the time in a lot of other industries as well. But we do see that people that do have their SMS marketing turned on, and we're not just talking about automation for the appointment reminder, we're talking about SMSing them in between their appointments. If you guys have got a special deal on, or you've got another message that you want to contact them about, please turn it on. It's incredible how much more bookings that you can actually drive from this, and then of course that leads to more revenue. So we're seeing 9% more revenue for those people who are turning on the SMS marketing features. So we've got the appointment acknowledgement, but then also the other marketing campaigns as well. 100% of the successful salons in our shortcuts family, they do use at least one campaign. So we know that this is a important thing to turn on and ensure that you're using to drive more revenue. So we say that salons thriving aren't better stylists, but they're just using smarter systems. So that's what we're all about here at Shortcuts. We really want to make sure that people are utilizing really good systems in their salons, and they're ensuring that they're using all these wonderful features. It's one thing to buy salon software and have a beautiful appointment book and your online booking, but if you're not actually turning on these features that do help your clients book with you, ensure that they're not cancelling at you at the last minute, and ensure that they know all of the special deals and offerings that you've got going on, you can actually drive so much more growth for your business. And if you've got the right software, it's really, really easy to do.